I think as we move forward here, Mark, and I heard this earlier this week. Yes, the competition's better, but is is Texas that much better than Nebraska? Is TCU that much better than Nebraska? Is Texas 80 points better than Nebraska? So and that's rhetorical in nature, right? Because we know that's not the case. They're better, obviously, but they're not that much better. So
Great point. Yeah.
the change from the first three games to the last three games is something that I've never seen in this program. I don't know that I've ever seen it in any sporting team to go from outside of like losing a lot of players or changing schemes or anything like that. I don't know that I've ever seen a switch. Um, right now, this team is the worst team in the Big 12, and I don't know that it's particularly close. West Virginia is probably the only one um, that can that can make that claim. Um, and I don't know. Like if I was a true betting man, I know that we give our on the Discord we give our picks. Um, I would lean towards betting my mortgage on Kansas this week. I'm not saying that Oklahoma can't win the game, but I think the line's up to like 9.5, 10 points at this point. I think it opened at 7, so it's went up in Oklahoma's favor. Just where Oklahoma is right now on both sides of the ball. Still not knowing if Dylan Gabriel is going to be able to play. He's still in concussion protocol, so I don't know, Mark. There's just a lot of things going, and I don't think anyone, worst case scenario, thought it would ever get this bad this early. Now, obviously there's precedence for not this bad, right? But Nick Saban went 6-6 his first year. I think Dabo Swinney was the same. Bob Stoops was 7-5 his first year at Oklahoma, but these are non-competitive games right now. Kansas State, that was a competitive game. Obviously, they didn't play well, but it was a competitive game. And but the last two games, they didn't show up, and the effort wasn't there completely. It was there at times, but so I don't know what they do from here, Mark. I mean, as we talked about this before the season as well. This season coming into it for Oklahoma was a little bit different in terms of they didn't have any first team all Big 12 selections on either side of the ball except for the punter. They weren't the prohibitive favorite to win the Big 12. They weren't. They were one of the favorites, obviously, but maybe not necessarily a consensus favorite, and they weren't necessarily a favorite to get to a playoff spot.